wanted to share something interesting and funny and magical, like God, because everything is God. Everything is a creation of God, and everything is speaking to us, because everything is the Word of God, right? Do you have the eyes to see? Do you have the ears to hear it in order to understand? I came from a pretty tumultuous upbringing. I had a tumultuous upbringing. My household was very chaotic. There's a lot of violence, and so as a result of that, I had a lot of baggage, a lot of things to work through. And as is the case with most people, we tend to attract similar situations into our lives over and over again until we actually work out the trauma, the pattern. It's like we're constantly trying to heal ourselves by experiencing the same thing, and at some point being able to make a better decision for ourselves, right? Each time we go through it, we gain more wisdom. Life is kind of like this, it's like, it's circular, but it's also, you can go up in your evolution through learning, or you can go down through forgetting, or just making poor decisions. But you're always, it's like history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. There's patterns, and we're here to learn. We all have karma. We all have things that lessons that we're trying to learn, so that we don't have to continue to repeat the same thing over and over and over again. And when we learn all the lessons, maybe we don't have to come here anymore on this plane. That's one theory, right? But one of the ways in which I was, repeating my childhood trauma, encountering it again and again, was through my intimate partners. I was pairing up with people who are like my family members, because I wasn't able to work through my issues with my father, or my issues with my mother, so I dated people who are like my mother and my father, or my sister or my brother. I've dated every member of my family. I really have. And to make it even more overt and obvious, God decided to give them the birthdays of my family members as well. Like my life has been so overtly symbolic, okay, that it's like, man, God must have really thought, man, this is a dense one. Like, we got to knock her over the head with the symbols and the information, okay. But my first girlfriend, she had my brother's birthday. Now I'm celibate now. I don't date anyone. I don't date men or women, and we can have a discussion sometime about homosexuality and whether or not you think that's right or wrong. But it's not for today. But I dated my first girlfriend had my brother's birthday. They were just alike, Geminis. Okay, not that I put a lot of stock into that. I'm just saying they were very, very much alike. My very first long-term relationship, 5-year relationship, dated a woman with my father's birthday. She was just like my father. She was an alcoholic. And I'm not saying she drank a little too much. She drank a lot too much. Like, severe alcoholic. Severe. Violence, angry. And, of course, I fell into a codependent relationship with her, where I was in the caretaker position, focusing on trying to make her love me so I could fix my relationship with my daddy. This is what people do. A lot of people, they date their parents if they have mommy and daddy issues. Dated a woman with my birthday. Well, her birthday was September 27th. My birthday is September 28th. But we were born hours apart, insofar as the actual time goes. Okay. Now, when I dated her, I had come to a point where I believe I was getting closer to finding myself. I had healed some. Okay. And and then most recently I dated a person I dated this person right before I had my spiritual awakening, a rebirth, finding God, being saved by Christ. Her birthday was Christmas. And my birthday, and this is a Jewish person whose birthday is Christmas, and my birthday often falls, or some years falls on Yom Kippur, which is a Hebrew holiday, a Jewish holiday. And it's the Day of Atonement, it's the Day of Forgiveness. And my relationship with this person whose birthday was Christmas actually is what precipitated the events which led me to ultimately surrendering and being able to forgive myself and invite Christ into my heart. None of this is accidental. These are the ways that God speaks to us. Everything is God speaking to us. But sometimes it's just a little more overt and obvious, and in that way it's just, wow, it's like, it's funny. It's magical. It's just God is so cool, you know. And I have lots more stories like that, which I can talk about in other videos. Like, sometimes my videos get really long, so I won't share any more stories of that nature here on this video. But I woke up thinking about that, you know, because Christmas just passed, and we're always inviting the things into our lives. We're always attracting the things into our lives that we need for our own healing. God is always giving us opportunities to get to know Him and to know ourselves. We know God through ourselves, and we know ourselves through God. We are connected to God. We are children of God. We are made in God's image. And I believe that's what we're here to do, is to wake up and remember that. And I do believe this is a waking dream. I believe that we are always awakening to new levels within the dream. We are in a dream within a dream within a dream within a dream. And you know, when you go to sleep at night and you have a dream, it's symbolic. There's meaning in your dreams. This is also a type of dream. It's a level of unconsciousness. We're not completely awake, you know. Everyone you know is awake to a different degree, more lucid. You know, have you ever woken up in your dream and you realize it's a dream? Well, some people on this level, on this plane of existence, have realized that this is a dream. Those people are awakened. Christ awakened to the fact that it's a dream, in that you are part of creating this reality. It's coming from the mind of God, and you are within the mind of God. And God has given you free will, and you can be an active participatory agent in this dream by understanding, recognizing, experiencing your connectedness to all of it. Right? And you can get into quantum physics as a way of like explaining that. But it is magical. It's all information. And you just have to learn how to read the information.